Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. In the previous episode, we began Bonnie's testimony, and it figures out there wasn't just one Bonnie. I thought she had a split personality Bonnie, but there were actually two Bonnies, twins. And Emma Sky did say that during fingerprint forensic testing whatevers, that even twins have different fingerprints. So let's get on going. Before we actually get on going, do me a favor right now, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure to hit that like button to support the channel. All support is greatly appreciated. What happened understage? Oh my gosh.
It's true. I had business in the understage passage because of the upcoming trick. I was the fire trick, right? The one Mr. Rios was supposed to do? That's right. It's a very dangerous trick, so I had to make sure we were prepared for it. It was in the script, and I really wanted to see it, but I couldn't because of the accident. Shut up! You're gonna give it away! Anyway, I was real busy. Yeah, way too busy to have the chance to kill Mr. Rios.
What the heck? Well, that was certainly different.
How's that for a flawless testimony and alibi?
Well, that explains why they... Oh no!
Our magic is real and it's not a trick or a gimmick.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, she's floating! Not really. Your Honor, you can actually see. Your Honor? You can see her hands! You can see she's being held up from below. Even from your point of view.
You're supposed to pretend you didn't see that. It's a little something called etiquette.
But I can't help it. Whenever I see a contradiction or inconsistency, I have to point it out. Now then, the defense may begin cross-examination. Hold up, ready, set, go. Oh god. Twins. Twice the fun, but twice the annoying. Alright, understage. I got 2 shots! If I miss one, I gotta look up the guide because I'm definitely I screwed myself over. It's true, I had best in the understage, but that's because of the upcoming trick. It was the fire trick, right, Mr. P? Oh, I don't care if I have to press them on. I gotta keep on pressing them. Bonnie, we're trying to get Betty's testimony right now, so...
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
You can step down if you like.
I'm worried about Betty, though. She can lose her temper and say awful things sometimes. Hey, what are you, my mother? Don't forget, I'm the older sister. You got that? Yes, I got it.
I guess I worry about Mount Betty constantly blowing her top if I were Bonnie, too. So Betty, you were down on stage getting ready for the fire trick, were you? That's right, it's a very dangerous trick, so I had to make sure we were prepared for it.
Hold it!
And you were taking every necessary precaution, is that right?
Of course, every precaution. After all, it's a very dangerous trick that used real fire. I mean, we had to be ready in case the current caught on fire or something, right? By the time people realized it wasn't a part of the act, it might have been too late, huh?
If by people you mean Athena Sykes, then yes. Wow, a fire trick. That sounds really impressive.
Your beard would go up in smoke, old man. I bet people mistake you for a cue ball or something without it.
A cue ball?
Betty, don't be rude to the judge. Betty, you know that fire trick.
Huh? It was the script and I really wanted to see it, but I couldn't because of the accident.
Hold it!
Okay, something's off. I see, the fire trick was part of the script. It seems Mr. Rios was scheduled to perform it later in the show. Did you not get to see him practice it beforehand?
No, during rehearsal he said he didn't feel well, so he couldn't breathe any fire for me.
Wait, let me get this straight. He couldn't breathe fire because he wasn't feeling well?
My magical powers appear to be on the wane today. That's what he said.
So it was just part of his usual degrade Mysteria shtick?
It's really too bad I didn't get to see the trick because of the incident. Which was completely unexpected, of course. Hey!
Huh.
Shut up! You're gonna give it away! Anyway, I was...
Hold it!
So what exactly do you mean by you're not gonna give it away?
See, Bonnie, you and your big mouth, I do not understand. Now, Lobster Boy wants to know what we're talking about. I'm sorry.
Right, I hate these types of anime characters of sisters or twins. One the annoying one and the other just feel sorry. I'm sure you wouldn't have the time to commit murder.
Wow, looks like the old geezer isn't senile just yet, huh? I bet you'll live a good long life.
Ha ha ha, I plan to be sitting up here at least another 10 years.
10 more years? I don't know about that.
What did we discuss about inner monologues, Athena?
Well, more power to ya, I guess. In any case, I was so busy I didn't have the time to off anybody. Yeah, way too busy to have the chance to kill Mr. Rios.
Oh shoot!
So Betty was too busy getting ready for the next trick to have time to murder, huh? There must be someone to prove that that wasn't the case.
Can I consult with you? Yo, let's go all the way to over there. I was supposed to press on that. Let's press.
Hold it!
Are you just trying to cover for Betty?
No, of course not. I believe in my sister. I know she never murdered anyone.
But you think my client would?
No, I believe in Trucy too. I know she never murdered anyone either.
Oh, she's not helpful to anyone. Well, we just ran out of suspects in that case.
Yes, but... See, you should have just kept your mouth shut, dummy. You're just making a fool of yourself. Just be nice and quiet, like a good little bunny, got it?
Bunny.
Alright, I guess I'm no help.
Oh boy. It's impossible to get anything out of Bonnie with Betty right there.
So Betty was too busy getting ready for the next trick to have ready for a murder, huh?
Okay. Okay, what do we have in our arsenal? I mean our freaking stuff, inventory. Okay, let's see. Diagram depicting the stage where the show was performed on the understage passage. Bonnie's script, the fire... Mr. Rios transferred into a dragon, Trucy's hat trick, Bonnie's teleportation trick, and Trucy's escape trick, Mr. Rios' fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the bucket is ready. 11 o'clock. Something about the fire bucket though. A bucket to be used in case of fire. Not only was empty, but dust lines inside the pail. Clipboard. Contains the rubber sword. Trucy says that she was swapped in for the trick. Okay, the only option I can think of is the fire bucket right now. Well, which one should I use it on? Not only was empty, but dust lines in... Wait a minute. It was a fire trick, right? The one Mr. Rios is supposed to do? It's true, I had business in the interstate because of the upcoming trick. It was a fire trick, the one. That's right, it was a very dangerous trick, so I had to make sure we were prepared for it. Okay, okay, make this note. We're down to 2. If this does not work, I'm down to using the guide right now because I have nothing else to press on. I'm a dummy right now. I'm a noob. I'm playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Do not hate me on this, but this is the only logical and whatever I have left sense of me. Whatever. Because what do we got here in the script? Fire trick. This was supposed to be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket's ready. Make sure the fire bucket's ready. And to make sure we were prepared for it. So,
Objection!
there you go. I hate to break it to you, Betty, but there's a big flaw in your testimony. As big as the one in that floating trick you did earlier.
Oh, harsh words. Well, let me tell you something, forehead boy. No one has ever figured out how we do our teleportation trick.
Until you blurt it out. No one except me, you mean?
Well, we have even better tricks up our sleeves. Huh? We do? I told you to keep zipping.
No, don't fight, you two. Mr. Justice, what's this about a flaw in the testimony? The script has to say about the fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. However, we found the fire bucket lying empty backstage except for a layer of dust.
Wapa.
You didn't even attempt to get ready by the next trick, did you, Betty?
You got me!
Betty the Fan, you are exploring yourself!
There's nothing to explain. Come on, Betty, we can't hide it any longer. We might as well tell them. Shut up! You can barely take care of yourself. Don't try and tell me what to do.
Well, if neither of you will explain, I guess I'll have to. The reason Betty didn't prepare for the fire trick is because she is afraid of the fire, knew the show wouldn't go on, was slacking off. We got one shot! You didn't prepare for the fire trick because you knew, didn't you? You knew that the body would be found and the show would then be cancelled. I'm surprised the prosecutor hasn't said anything.
Don't be ridiculous, you insignificant speck of man. I'm gonna yank those lame bangs of yours. Is that what you want, huh?
Objection!
Whatever, they can grow back. Now stop stalling and just tell us the truth already.
I can't reveal my secrets. I'm a magician.
You have been chasing the shadow of an illusionary culprit defense. And having chanced upon a convenient target, you have let yourself get carried away. He's helping you.
Exactly. What's your proof, huh?
Oh, where's your proof? And yet, I concede that the witness' taste for false words has also been proven. I advise you to confine your deceitful trickery to your magic act, witness.
Deceitful trickery? As your court-appointed therapist, I'd like to add something here, Betty. You finally let yourself be who you really are. But if you continue to hide behind lies, you'll just be imprisoning your heart all over again. But all these questions mean you're trying to put me in prison for real. So I'll be behind bars either way.
Does that mean you admit your guilt?
Of course not. I can't believe you people. Every one of you thinks I did something I didn't do. You! Lobster Boy, Cue Ball Geezer, Head Case Brad, Cerberus Monk? Cerberus Monk!
Dude, I was on a roll until that last part. What the heck? Lobster Boy, Cerberus. Cue Ball Geezer?
Head Case Brad? Really?
Hold it!
Betty, calm down. Come on now, deep breath. Deep breath. Look, I'm not the murderer, I tell you.
Then how did you know the show would be called off before the fire trick?
I told you, we can't reveal our secrets. We're under contract.
What? A contract again? Be that as it may, you're obviously as a suspect in this case.
Objection!
I'm beginning to see the karmic threads that make up the intricate tapestry that is this case. Huh?
Allow me to summarize your assertions, defense. First, that the victim was killed in the understage passage. Second, that the witness and the accused are the only two who could have done that.
Yes, exactly. What's more, Betty knew that the body would be found. and that the magic show would then be called off. Therefore, it's reasonable to conclude that Betty killed the victim understage.
But what if Betty knew that the show would be called off for some other reason?
Like what?
In the course of my investigation, I found it strange that the dragon set piece fell when it did. That, in conjunction with the body tumbling from the coffin in such a dramatic fashion, all seemed too perfect for mere hapstance.
I would say coincidence, but I don't know what means hapstance.
It was as though the entire chain of events had been planned out in advance.
Ouch. Planned out?
After deciding to take this case, I studied everything I could about the mass media in this country. I read the newspaper, old news reports, I even browsed tabloid magazines.
How very industrious of you, I'm impressed.
During this process, I learned about a strange practice favored by the TV world. A practice called the hidden camera prank.
Hello?
Betty and Bonnie, you knew about this, did you not? About the dead body appearing, the set piece falling, the show being suspended. You two were informed of this plan by Take-Two TV in advance, correct?
Is that true?
Betty, please, let them know. Let's tell them now. I can't hold it anymore. Ah! Dang it, fine, you got us.
I kind of like Betty more, for some reason.
Everything the prosecutor said is true. The TV station paid us to cooperate them on this plan. It was all a prank, a big setup planned out in advance. Mr. Rios showing up dead in the coffin? The set piece falling down? It was all completely scripted.
It was all a prank? Bonnie, is this really true?
Yes, Mr. Rios was supposed to pretend to be dead. That's how it was supposed to go.
So he was in on it too?
That's right. He was supposed to show up dead in the coffin, and then the set piece would fall down. Trucy would be shocked and start to panic. That's how the prank script went.
What? What the heck? What kind of prank is that?
But we never thought he actually wind up dead. Yeah, that was the only thing that was different from the script. Poor Mr. Rios.
I'm so completely lost right now. Well, Betty and Bonnie, it certainly sounds like you have some explaining to do.
Alright, I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. Just this once we'll share how it was done with you. So listen carefully, you'll never hear this kind of thing anywhere else.
The bunnies and the bat.
After our teleportation trick, I went down under stage. When Mr. Rios' body appeared from the coffin on stage, it was time for Bake to do her job in the understage passage. That's right, I used the remote control for the winch connected to the dragon set piece and made it fall down. And just before the dragon fell, I called Trissy to backstage so she wouldn't get hurt. After that, the plan was for Mr. Rios to come back to life in front of panicked Trissy. He was supposed to laugh and fly up and away. That was how it's scripted anyway. But for some reason he really did turn up dead, so he kinda just stayed on the ground.
Kinda? What kind of sick joke is that? It sounds like a terrible, mean-spirited prank to me. The poor defendant was trying to do her magic show.
I guess so. I'm sorry, Trissy. Heh, whatever. It was all the ratings Raja idea anyway. Yeah, it sounds like just the kind of thing a guy like him would come up with. This is the prank plan script we got from the ratings Raja. Dang it, you made us break our contract, now we won't get paid!
But where does this all leave us? Who killed the victim and when?
Yes, exactly. Those are the key questions. Mr. Rios was only pretending to be dead in the coffin as part of the prank. Then when he was under stage, there would still be life within him. And if that is the case, then Betty, who was also under stage, may be excluded from our list of suspects. Witness, was the victim alive until he entered the coffin? Oh, well, now that we've spilled the beans, we might as well show you this video.
Hello? Greetings, viewers! It is I, the great Mr. Rios. We are currently in the middle of Trixie's escape trick. Having snuck through the understage passage undetected, I am now hiding backstage, preparing to play a little prank on Trucy. I'm about to hide in the coffin, which Trucy will stab with her rubber sword. And when the coffin opens, ho-ho, I will be in it, acting as though I've been my maker. Can you imagine the look on Trucy's face then? Ho-ho, I can hardly wait. He's about to hide in the coffin? Okay, Monarch Bar, come on now.
It would seem the threads of karmic destiny have led us to the truth. The victim passed through the understage where Betty the Fame was, and came up into the backstage area. We knew this because Mr. Rios appeared to be backstage when he shot the video we saw.
It appears that way, yes.
In defense, you proposed the following, did you not? What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put into the coffin? But then what about this video? This footage was taken just before Mr. Rios entered the coffin.
Oh, so does that mean...
Yes, it is horrible but true. The tragedy did indeed play out right there on the stage. Went into the coffin where Mr. Rios was hiding.
Trucy... Whoa! Oh, where did he come from?
Trucy Wright thrust her blade. Yes, told you so.
So are you saying the incident was a tragic accident that happened during a prank?
It would be an accident if the accused had no knowledge of the prank beforehand. So let us ask the accused herself, Miss Wright, do you have prior knowledge of the prank? What?
Tell him, Trucy. You didn't know anything about it, right?
Of course I didn't. I didn't know a single thing about it.
Objection!
Still think you can play innocent, do you? In that case, you leave me little choice but to present this piece of evidence.
It looks like some kind of note.
What the heck is this? That's... I found this note in the dressing room after the incident. At the time, I did not understand what it meant, but all is clear to me now.
Bonnie, get the video camera after Mr. Rios comes out. What the heck? What's this?
Let's see. It says, get the video camera after Mr. Rios comes tumbling out. It is a note signed by the accused, instructing Bonnie to collect Mr. Rios' video camera from him, it seems. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I found it in the dressing room before the show. When I saw it, I realized Trixie knew about the prank.
It does bear her signature, I'll give you that much. The note added to the court record. So the defendant had prior knowledge of the prank?
It would appear so, yes. When she learned about the plan to trick her, she decided to use it to her own advantage. So she thrust the steel sword into the coffin where the victim stood chuckling to himself. Is that not what happened, Miss Wright? Of course not! And I didn't write or sign that note! Ah, but the handwriting matches yours. All the evidence and testimony points to you being the culprit. But I didn't do it! It wasn't me! Then explain the existence of this note. You can do that, can you not? I can't explain it. I didn't write it, so I don't understand. I didn't kill Mr. Rios. You have to believe me. The silence is defeating. Continue struggling against the threads of your own karma if you wish, accused. Even as you are inescapable caught in the web of fate, you're spun for yourself. Is that it? Is that the freaking monk talking? Nayuda Samadhi? Miss Wright, it is time to resign yourself to your fate. No, I didn't do it.
Great.
But I didn't do it. Really, I didn't. What is this, a witch hunt? Why doesn't anybody believe me?
This is some sort of witch hunt right now. What the heck? This is bad. Your Honor, I suggest we put an end to this tragedy now. Give your official ruling and let us offer the victim's soul the last rites it deserves. Very well. I suppose I have no other choice. This court hereby finds the defendant, Trixie Wright.
Objection!
The bench has an objection.
Apollo!
You! Even now, you would! I won't give up, and I refuse to let either of them down. Mr. Wright, who's counting on me, and Trixie, who puts all her faith in me. Mr. Justice, the fact that you have raised an objection means that you have evidence with which to refute the prosecution's claims, correct? Yes, of course, Your Honor.
Do we really have anything, Apollo?
Actually, we do! There's one piece of evidence we can present here. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may proceed. As we saw in the show footage, there's no question that the defendant thrust a sword into the coffin. The defense doesn't dispute this point. But let us not forget that this was a magic show filled with tricks and illusions. We can't take everything we see at face value. So you say some sleight of hand was somehow involved? Yes, the defense contends that the sword the defendant used was not the cause of the death. Now what was it Trixie told me she just before... Very well, let us see your evidence then, Mr. Justice. But remember, you interrupted my verdict make this claim.
Yeah!
I'd rather not. That's fine, Your Honor. This shows that it's possible the sword Miss Wright used was not cause of death. Okay, let's look it up because I'd rather not be penalized for something I am gladly mistaken of. What is it that I'm supposed to use? Let's see. Tracy Wright. Okay. She wouldn't go on. Surprise script. Tracy's memo. Present. Hold up. Okay, where is this? Okay. Contains the rubber sword. Tracy says she swapped in for the trick. I swear to God, if this guide is fooling me right now with those two freaking whatevers, I'm blaming the guide.
Take that!
What's this? A sword from the show? That's right, Your Honor. This rubber sword was in the sword sent under stage. During the trick, Miss Wright was supposed to swap the real sword for a rubber sword, and she told us on record that she remembers very clearly that she did. I see, so the sword the defendant threw us in the coffin was a rubber sword, was it? But then why is a steel sword found lying on stage? Somebody must have put the steel sword there by swapping with the rubber one. Just after the incident occurred, the dragon set piece fell and the theater was evacuated. The real culprit must have used the resulting chaos to swap the rubber sword for the steel one.
Objection!
Do you not know when to give up, Stinkbug? That is not possible! Blood was found in the coffin hole that the sword was thrust into. It must have been left there when the accused withdrew the sword. This is incontrovertible proof that the sword she used was the steel one.
Objection!
But that blood could be the result of someone tampering with the crime scene after the fact. After the set piece fell and the audience was cleared out of the theater, there was plenty of time for somebody to plant that blood there.
Objection!
If the sword the accused used was a rubber one, then when exactly do you propose the victim was killed? Give that Mr. Rios was alive when he entered that coffin.
Objection!
Finding the answer to that question, precisely why we need to continue this trial. Let me express my opinion. By all accounts, it is certainly reasonable to suspect the defendant based on the evidence. But as to the question of whether the sword the defendant used was rubber or steel, I believe further discussion is warranted. I suggest we hear from the defendant herself on this issue. Very well, Your Honor. Yes, I saved it, somehow. Too close for comfort, but still. Hey, crime phone updated to the court record. Let's adjourn for the brief 15-minute recess. What the heck's wrong with you? Yeah, the guy gives you no spoilers.